So it's important that at this stage, you're in a room, you've got a headset on, you've got your hands free, and you can take notes, and you are really focused. And the first part of making these calls is essentially you're gonna be met by the gatekeeper. And that is really kind of the first hurdle that we're gonna meet, is how do we get past that gatekeeper, or the person that's holding us back from pitching the person that we really want to get through. So essentially, what we're gonna do right now is just dive straight into the script. So you're gonna be calling on businesses, and the gatekeeper is 9 out of 10 times gonna be the receptionist. And in some instances, they may have a personal assistant that you need to get through as well. However, for this instance, we're gonna be just talking about the receptionist. So you're gonna call on them and you're gonna answer the phone and say, hello, this is XYZ company. How can I help you? So I'm just gonna break this script down in 2 parts. 1, if you know the decision maker's name from creating a list previously, and you're calling on people and you have their first name already, and then I'm also gonna show you how to call on people when you don't know the decision maker's name. So basically what you're going to do is you're gonna call up and you're always just gonna use their first name. If you know this guy's name is John Smith, you're not just gonna go ahead and say, hey, can I please speak to John Smith? Because that's what all salespeople would do, right? We're just trying to go under the radar here and slip in like we already know this person. So we're gonna say, hi, could you please put me on to John? Just straight through. You wanna know that person by their first name. And a pro tip on that is, when the receptionist answers the phone, really be attentive and listen to their name. Now, generally say, oh, hi, it's Rebecca from XYZ company. Then you can say, hey Rebecca, this is Alex. Could I please speak with John? Immediately, it's like a first by first name basis. And they thinking, okay, this guy knows my name, he knows John's name, he must know them. And they'll put you straight through. However, if they don't, and they say, who's calling? Say, tell him it's Alex. Do you know if he's in right now? So right now, what am I doing? I'm in control. I'm not just answering the question that she's asking me, but then I'm also hitting her with another question, right? I'm saying, yeah, look, tell him it's Alex. Do you know if he's in right now? I am taking control once again of this call. Now, if she says, yeah, look, what company are you calling from? Just tell him it's UHM Digital. He should be familiar with us. I don't mind holding. Thank you. Again, I'm making a very kind of brush and just want to get over this and not be asking with an upward inflection and the end of what I'm saying, because I'm busy. I'm an authority. I just want to get through that person that I need to speak to, and the less that you could allude to more details, the less they'll feel like they can ask you questions. And the higher your chances are of sliding under the radar and getting through that person that you need to speak to. So then, if you don't know the decision maker's name, let's run through that one. If you've just got a list of businesses that you're calling on and you have no idea who the person you're calling from, and that's how I did it. I was just calling businesses that were running Google AdWords, and I was just going in as cold as you can ever go. Okay, so basically for this, you can just say, oh, hi, it's Alex here. I'm calling about whatever you're calling about. Now, a tip that I found is if you're calling on someone for Google AdWords, what you want to do is you don't want to say, hey, I'm calling about advertising or your marketing, right? That's just, they get 100 calls like that every day. You want to say, hi, I'm calling in regards to your web hosting account. Hi, I'm calling in regards to your PR account. When you put the word account or program or service or something like that at the end of what you're talking about, that feels like that person that you're calling about an existing relationship that is already in place there. You're not going like, I'm just calling about your Google advertising, okay? This is someone that is trying to call us up and sell us advertising. I've been taught as a gatekeeper just to close this call down as quickly as possible and stop these noise telemarketers. That is what you're heading into, and you must differentiate yourself from that, and this is the way that you're gonna do it, by putting the word account in there, program, and then once you've gotten through those components of saying the service plus the account or program or whatever it is that you're calling about, you want to end and just say, look, I need to speak with the business owner or person who handles this, right? You're not gonna be speaking with a really upward inflection and say, hey, I need to speak with the business owner, the person who handles this. That just sounds too salesly. You don't want to sound like a salesperson. You just want to sound like somebody who's calling up of an existing account. Like, there might be a problem that needs to be solved with this account that is in place. That is how you're gonna have the greatest cut through. So then once you kind of do that, depending on how good your delivery is, they're generally gonna meet you with a question of, where are you calling from? And then you're gonna say your company name. So you say, hey, it's UHM Digital. They should be familiar with us. I'll hold. Thank you. You're again taking control. You're not waiting for them to say, oh, let me just put you on hold and check. You're just going straight in. Look, I'll hold. Thank you. It's not even a question here, Then if they ask you, what is the call regarding at this point? So I want you to imagine this scenario and imagine the shoes of this gatekeeper, right? They're on the phone, they've taken a call from somebody that they don't know, and the director is in their room or the business owner, and they're just kind of picking up the call and going, hey, it's Alex from UHM Digital. So you'd say, you'll know it is a him or her, hopefully at this stage. You can just say, look, just tell him I'm calling regarding the AdWords account or whatever you're calling, and you want to keep this very vague. And a number one rule that I have is to never ever, by under circumstances, pitch the gatekeeper, right? If she's trying to find out more, never just slip into pitching, oh, it's about your Google AdWords account. And no, that is not how you do it. You will never ever get through, That gatekeeper doesn't have the power to make a decision. So don't pitch her. It's just a waste of time, or him, right? So the way that you do that is just like, look, I'm calling about the Google AdWords account. Keep it nice and vague. Are they in? I don't mind holding. Thanks, okay? So it's really important at this stage that you're not alluding too much details or what's going on with the Google AdWords account. Look, it's best that I speak to him. I don't mind holding, thank you. Nice and brief. Not giving out too much information, or when they ask kind of what you're calling about or what company are you calling from, just say, look, she should know why I'm calling. You can just tell her it's Alex from UHM Digital, and I can hold a moment while you transfer me, okay? Yes, again, I'm in control. I'm letting her know that I'm the person that is gonna basically be leading this conversation. Then from where we go there, one thing that can happen is they've got the decision maker on the line and they're like, oh, he says he doesn't know, or he's not familiar with you. He doesn't know why you're calling. You're gonna go like, really? Tell him it's about that email that I sent him on Tuesday. So you need to make sure that generally that you have kind of sent them some kind of email collateral. So you can use that as a reference point, and that's something that you can always just lay back on. Yeah, tell him that I sent him an email last Tuesday. Now, at this stage, you will get through 9 out of 10 times. He's not gonna have the chance to go through and look at his inbox and find out the email that he's received last Tuesday. He'll just go, look, just put him through. The more back and forth that they are between you and that gatekeeper and the director, it kind of creates this little tension where she's been told not to keep people on hold for very long and just to kind of put that call through. And you've already, in this kind of hand-to-hand combat, have gone back and forward on a few times, and you're still in control. And at this point, it's generally where the gatekeeper will cave and then let you through the decision maker.